Come on up. You know, right? We got to talk about some sad news about Bailey. He is 14, and if you times 7 by our years, they say, he's almost like an 80 or 90-year-old person. Well, I haven't been around a lot because he's been having issues. We're going to take him to the vet and let the vet decide, what the best course of action is. And if something happens, we're going to have him put down. It'll be next month sometime. So I've been crying today, but he's been vomiting a lot. He's having a lot of issues with his bowels. And like I said to Jimmy, he had dropping on the floor and we picked it up. I said, that's awful dark. That's black. That's like what they call occult blood, like there's blood in them or something. But we're going to take him and see what the vet has to say and let him enjoy the rest of his life as comfort. He's always been on here too, kind of like my little sidekick. He's cute, but we've decided after he goes, because I've lost quite a few animals in my lifetime, and we're going to have to, at our ages, we're going to be petless without pets. We'll have each other. Got friends in our building, my mom, my brother. But it's awful hard because you get very depressed. I don't think my doctor or my therapist will be able to help with this because he's like my child. Substitute for a human child almost. He sleeps with me, he sleeps on my head. I always used to laugh because he looked like one of those Russian fur hats. But, I talked to myself and to him today, and it's not fair. We'll let him vomit every day of his life if he's sick and has some sort of cancer. It's like the kindest thing we could do for him. I've had him since he was a little kitten. This is a true story. I went and brought him on a pet store. These ladies that used to work there, and I got to be good friends with them over the years, having lizards and some other weird cage. I went there that day to buy a couple rats. I had a cage for them. Well, they've long gone. They lived like 3 to 4 years. That's it. I had the black one, Rizzo, for the longest. And then for some reason, my mom and brother seen these little kittens, and they bought him for themselves. But for some bizarre reason, he took to me. He loved me. He would lick my hand on the back of the couch down in that other apartment where we used to live, and used to joke because we used to give him beans and broccoli, and he'd like just about everything known to mankind. Like the video, so. I'm sorry if I seem emotional because it's a hard decision I have to make. But we don't know yet. The vet may say he's got a little bit longer, but the vet will know. I mean, he's nothing but skin and bones if you pick him up, like my mom says. He's got to be in some sort of pain and not be able to tell us and stuff. So I'm just going to let him enjoy what time he has. Let him eat whatever he wants, even if it's right off the plate next to me while I'm eating. And be happy. So, no, but it's too hard. You get pets, you get so attached to them. They're just like another family member. I mean, I can't equate it to losing my grandparents, but it's similar. It's a major loss. You see him here every day. He's part of your life. And it's going to be hard on Jimmy, my mom, my brother, all of us, but we're going to have him cremated. And my brother has a little setup on his dresser. Some of these other ones like I have here that have passed away, you've seen under my walls. My brother's original cat, Mr. Bouvier, the black and white one, tuxedo cat. They have Mama down there. They have my cousin's cat that my mom ended up adopting and loving, Mr. Chance, and then there'll be Bailey. And then the last one in the family is my mom's cat, Sky, but she's nothing like him. She can be kind of nippy, as you see. I think you've seen her on here. She's got a thing for feet, which we never figured that out. But me, myself, I lost my ferret like some years ago, and he was like a child to me. I've lost different lizards. I had parakeets. I was toying with the idea of maybe getting a cockatiel, but you get attached to any animal. I even cried hard once over a betta fish that I lost. Because he was so cute. He would come up to the side of the tank and just sit there. And on the side of the bed where I'd sleep, I'd be able to see the tank, and he was right there all night. Like a little guardian angel fish or something. I was going through, the loss of my grandfather. And it was a hard time in my life. But he died, and the little fish, and it felt terrible. I mean, most people wouldn't know. I mean, I'm just very in tune with animals. Like, they've been some of my best friends because they don't judge us because we're fat. They don't care. They love us for who we are, you know. That's cool. But yeah, I gotta get myself cleaned up because I'm going with Jimmy for his birthday tomorrow. It's kind of a sad, wholehearted thing. I mean, I love him, but I hope I don't go into one of those depressions where I don't take my meds and end up in the hospital with DK, but he's worth it. He wouldn't want me to do that either, so. But that's what happened when my grandmother died. I ended up with DKA first time, which is diabetic ketoacidosis from not taking meds. But when I get depressed, I'll just see my doctor, because I know my habit of non-compliance when I'm severely depressed, and it's just something, I don't know, but I gotta get taken care of myself. Like I said, I'm going with Jimmy tomorrow. I made him a cute card and made him a tag on my silhouette machine to tie around the bag. I can't say what I got him because the cat will be out of the bag, so to speak, right, Bailey? Cat's out of the bag, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what goes on. I mean, it's gonna ultimately, you know, the vet can offer advice, but it'll ultimately be our decision. But if he's really in bad shape, I don't want him to suffer. You can't do that for your own, but you can do it for them. You know what I mean? It's a kind thing. And in a way, they kind of do it to humans too. They keep giving morphine until that final time. So they can't come out and say it's euthanasia because of, you know, with the religious and ethical things. But I mean, it's done. I mean, if it's anything for them, like being put under for the endoscope last year, you don't know anything going on in between, so I guess it's a peaceful way to go if you're going to go that way. Makes it seem harsh if that's what they're doing to the prisoners, is actually putting them to sleep. If they've done really horrible crimes, give them the lightning. Well, that's not nice. Okay. Well, anyway, now I have to say goodbye to my little witch's cat, my little black kitty. But you know what? I believe in spirits, and I believe at different times my ferret's been around, just like our other cats have. So he won't be here in his physical form, but he'll be, well, whatever they do when they cremate, he'll be in that form, and his spirit will be around too. But like I said, we decided we're gonna no more pets, because it's not so much the expense. It's more it tears the heart out of you when you lose one. It's like a whole part of you is gone, and it's hard to deal with that. So I just thought I'd let you know the news and some happy news. Tomorrow's Jimmy's birthday.